Hey everybody, I just wanted to respond to a request to do this song, Christian Seek Not Yet Repose. And just briefly about the song, it's a hymn actually that I haven't really had to play in church, but basically expands on the scripture that talks about watch and pray, reminds us that as Christians there's a spiritual war going on. There's things even going on in our society that we should be watchful and prayerful about. And not just relax as if everything is the way God would have it. But I just wanted to go over it, and I also thought it would be an excellent opportunity just to go over reading chords. And so the post that actually directed me to a site that actually, among other things, gave me the sheet music, basic sheet music to the song. It has the lyrics and the chords, and so the chords that I had was D. Okay, I could play it in the root position. Okay, the song, the way you hear it, that's the first note, so it's nice to play it in that position. And if you don't know your scales, that's the D scale. Okay, and you don't know your chords, this is an excellent time to actually start to learn those, because it's a lot easier if you can look at, say, D and know that's what it is, or that's what it is. Once again, that chord is D, F sharp, and A, and same thing here is that I'm just playing it in a different inversion. That's all it is, and you can do that. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail with that, but just to remind you, when you're looking at chords, you can voice it however you know it, but then you may need to move it around to make it sound, the way the song flows. So the song starts with a D chord, goes to G, goes back to D, D, B minor, D. All right, that's right in a row. D, G, A, D, D7, G, D. Actually, that's quick too. G, D, B minor, E minor, A7. And I'm trying to kind of move it around a little bit so you can clearly see those chords in a familiar position. Of course, you may want to keep it, in a close position so it's easy to play. Once again, that's D, G, D, D, B minor, D, G, A, D, D7, G, D, B minor, E minor, A7, D, G, D. Of course, you can slow it down and look at my fingers, but the idea is that you should be able to see those chords and just know what those are. And so all I'm doing right now is I'm actually looking directly at the chords. I wasn't playing with my left hand because this actually also has something called slash chords. If you're not familiar with those, basically you'll see two letters, two notes written side by side. The slash and the note following it is actually the left hand when it deviates from what the main chord is. So normally we got a D chord, and I just put that D in the bass. I can double it. It goes to the G, and then here is the first slash chord. So it has a D slash F sharp, which means I'm playing a D chord, okay, and the F sharp instead of the D. So to play that again, back to the D. Do that same thing again. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. I slipped that seph in there. It sounds good. You can play it. So. When you're looking at the bass notes, the left hand, if you're just going to play bass notes on the left hand, you can actually just follow it along, and you know, you only deviate when it's a slash chord. So you have a D chord, you play a D bass, G chord, you play a G bass, but if you have a slash chord, you play whatever's after the slash. So in this case, you have D, G slash F sharp, D, B, F sharp, G, A. That's slash F sharp, G, A, right? D, D7 doesn't change the bass. G, okay, got G, F sharp, B minor. So you just use the B. E, A, D. Actually, D have a G sharp, G slash D. So you keep the bass. D, G slash D, D. So that D stays the same. And when you put it together, it sounds like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and to the guy who requested, thanks for requesting, and I hope that was helpful for you. All right, be blessed and have a good one. Talk to you later.